Hi everyone, here's my video review of the blue Pullman set that I purchased just before Christmas. Um, so here's the box that it comes in. It's a pretty substantial box. You can see it's a Farish blue ribbon item, and the way the box is arranged, we have all of the plastic cartons lined up like that, with the paperwork right at the very bottom of the box. Now these are pretty difficult to get out, so what I did was tip them basically onto my hand and slide them out. I didn't put them all back in the boxes for this review because, well, A, it takes too long, and B, they're only going to come out again. So there's nothing actually in this box apart from the plastic protected boxes. On the back of the main packaging, you get some information about the blue Pullman, where it ran, who designed it, who built it. You get a really smart logo on the side, which is repeated on the actual front of the unit. So this is the all blue Pullman. It's not the one with the yellow ends, and it's DCC ready. So I'll just bring it round a bit, and we'll have a look at the units. So in the documentation that's in the bottom of this box, it gives you the order that the unit should be coupled together, and the units have coach A, B, C written on the sides of them, right near the doors. I don't know whether that's going to focus in on that. No, it's not. But just by the door, just in there, that's got an A written on it, and the next one has got B, and so on all the way down the unit. And they go a specific way round as well. And to help you out, Bachmann have put a short and a long coupling on their coaches and units. So one end of the unit has a really short coupling, and the other end has a longer coupling. So they only actually go together one way round anyway. So you've got the diagram, and if you still can't follow the diagram, you can only physically put them together one way round. They just don't work. So there's a short coupling just there, and that's a long coupling there. If we get these the wrong way round, they don't fit together at all. There's just not enough room. I suppose you could force them together, but under normal running, that's not going to work. So it has to go that way round, with the longer and the short couplings meeting. Now in the accessory bag, you do get some bar couplings, like the ones that come with the Voyager sets. So you can permanently couple these units together if you really wanted to. Now I haven't put them on because they're easier just to take apart like this and store. When they've got the bar couplings on, they're pretty difficult to then to get apart again, and I didn't really want to start pushing them around and scratching them up because they're really nice units. So let's just have a look at the power car. So right on the front we have the logo, which we saw in the box. It's really nicely printed text down here, Midland Pullman. Another really smart crisp logo here, and Pullman written underneath it. And the detail of the bogie frame is superb. See if I can get this camera to focus at all, because that would help us, wouldn't it? The underframe detail is absolutely superb. Now, much to my surprise, both units, both the front power car and the rear power car, are powered. So there we have the cogs and the motor. It's only the front bogie that's powered. We've got some pickups here as well. So both sets of bogies act as pickups, but only the front ones are powered, and that's repeated. That's the same as the power car from the other end. So the other end is coach F. If I just pop that next to it, so that's powered as well, and that's powered. They're pickups and they're pickups. So you've got a motor both ends, and it really does work really well with the motor both ends. Apart from the lettering, coach F on this one, and coach A on this one, they're identical. There's nothing different about these two at all. Just put them side by side a bit. The roof detail is awesome as well. No interior working lights on these units. I spoke to a guy from Bachmann at the Worley show, and he told me that they could have put working lights in it, but it would have added another £60 to the cost, so they chose not to. So you do get some working lights. You get on the front of the units and the rear, depending on which way it's going. You get a single red light just there, or two white lights depending on the direction it's going. So two whites and one red. Now inside the cap there's some detail going on in there. Showing this camera doesn't focus that well, really. Never mind, I might redo this. Some detail in there that's really smart. Just moving down to the coaches, the logos are repeated again. So this one's a kitchen car. Then you've got lamps on the tables, not working, no lighting in the coaching, but again the roof detail is awesome. So the kitchen vents and things here. The underframe detail again is really smart. So that's coach B. Then we get to a normal passenger coach, coach C. Not so much underframe detail on this one because there's no real equipment in there. So the roofs are fairly plain. So we're onto coach D. So we've got a letter just by the door there. Rest is the same as coach C. So very little underframe detail. And then you get to another kitchen car, coach E, which is the same as coach B. They're just pointing in different directions. And then the other power car, coach F, goes on the other end. It runs really smoothly around the layout, and the lights are quite bright, but not too bright. It doesn't actually fit with the period I'm modelling, but I don't care, it's such a nice model. None made it into preservation, apart from this one now, which is running around my layout. So this is a nice preserved one, and because it's the blue Pullman, we don't worry about it not having yellow ends. It looks far better, I think, than the one with the yellow ends. So you get an accessory bag that comes with some really fiddly pipes and things that you can fit to the front of the locomotives, or the power cars, and the rear. You need a steady hand, a pair of really fine tweezers, and exceptional amounts of patience to get these details on. As you can see, I've not ventured there yet. I might do, but just not yet. I believe the couplings are bespoke. Yeah, they're not NEM couplings on there. They're kind of the bespoke design. Let me just put this coach down. They're kind of a bespoke design so that they swivel around and provide that close coupling mechanism. So they're in like a little channel all of their own down here. So I can get a better picture of that. Yeah, in a little channel all of their own, so when the unit goes around the corner, the coupling extends out, so they can do like a really close coupling on the straights. So you can't replace those only with, well you can, but only with the bar coupling. There we go, that's a better one. So you can see it extends out when it gets to a corner and moves back in on the straights. So I'll put this back together and run it around the layout for a while and give you some shots of it actually moving around. So I'll just bring it back the other way now so you can see the tail light. So you get the two white lights on the front, and one red light on the rear. So I'll just bring that forward again now. You can have a look. The slow speed performance, even though this is DC, it's not DCC, it doesn't come fitted with DCC like the double O gauge model. It comes as standard as DC. The slow speed performance is brilliant. This has not been checked, this is still running DC. Right, well I think I've covered just about everything there. There's not an awful lot more to say about the units other than they're awesome, and I think I need another one. But it's quite hard to justify the cost of another one. They are really quite expensive, but they are awesome. They are probably the best and most highly detailed release from Farish, Bachmann, for N-Gage last year. Hope you enjoyed that, and I shall put another review up of the other new purchases. I've also got a new 56 from Dapol to show you. We've got the new steam locomotive Great Central to show you as well. I'll put those up at some point. And I've made a start on the complete fleet review, so I'll get that up online soon as well. Thanks, bye bye.